Okay, so then we're using this concept to answer these questions. It says, what is a measure of angle A right here? Well, it shows the arc is 84 degrees, so we just divide that by 2 to find this angle. So 84 divided by 2 would be 42, and we get 42 degrees. Okay, for number 2, it wants to know the measure of angle G right here. So that would be half of this arc. So we have to find this arc first and then just divide that by 2 to get this angle. How are we going to find that arc? Well, it shows these two arcs, and all the way around a circle is 360. So we can do 360 minus 70 minus 120, and it'll give us just this portion of the circle. So that comes out to 170 degrees. And then we can take 170 divided by 2 to find this. So 170 divided by 2 is 85. So that would be this angle. Okay, number 3, it wants to know the measure of angle N, which is this little tiny angle right here. So we can take this arc divided by 2 to get this angle. But what is this arc? Well, it shows a diameter, so this half of the circle would equal 180. So we can do 180 minus 160 to get 20 degrees. That's the arc. And then divide that by 2 to get the measure of angle N right here. So 20 divided by 2 equals 10 degrees. Okay, then measure of arc RS right here. Well, if this angle is 67, 67 times 2 equals 134 degrees. Okay, then measure of arc VU is what it's looking for. Well, they give us this angle. We can times that by 2 to find this arc, which would be 60, but it wants this over here. So to find this part, we can do 180 minus 60, 120, and that's that arc. Okay, we're gonna kind of skip around. We're gonna do number 7. This little arrow means that it's a good question to go over. Let's see. So for this, it looks like 2 triangles, but really it's actually 2 angles. An angle here and an angle here, and it has the same intercepted arc right here. So that means that these 2 angles are congruent. It asks for the measure of EHF, this angle right here. If this is 51 degrees, then EHF is also 51 degrees. And then for number 8, it asks for the measure of arc PS. So I look at which angle has that as its intercepted arc. It's this 40-degree angle, so 40 times 2 would be 80 degrees here. Okay, then down here we have inscribed quadrilaterals and then inscribed triangles. So for inscribed quadrilaterals, oh, right here. For inscribed quadrilaterals, opposite angles equal 180. And that will help us find angle measures. So here, like this angle and this angle will add to 180. So 180 minus 95 would be 85 degrees. And then these 2 angles, 180 minus 80 would equal 100 degrees. And that is all for that one. Okay, and then over here we have some inscribed right triangles. Inscribed right triangles. And so in this case, we have a semicircle, and the hypotenuse of the triangle is like the diameter if it was a whole circle. So in this case, this has to be a 90-degree angle. So y will equal 90 degrees. And then to find x, like these three angles have to add up to 180 because it's a triangle. So 180 minus 27 minus 90, what's left over is 63 degrees. So x equals 63 degrees. Okay, and then number 12 down here, also an inscribed triangle. It shows that the longest side is the diameter, so therefore this has to be 90 degrees, so 3x equals 90. That means x equals 30, just solving it out. And then the three angles have to add to 180, so we got 34 plus 90 degrees plus 2y equals 180. 34 plus 90 is 124. Subtract 124 from both sides. 56. Y equals 28. You didn't wake up and do your work. Please. Thank you. Why are you guys doing your work? Okay, on the back, flip it. Oh wait, we're done. Yeah, there's no back. Okay, we're done. So to do homework 10-4 on Schoology. And then finish your weekly Alex because it's due tonight. And finish any missing homeworks from this week because they'll close over the weekend. So make sure all those are done. And we're done. Yes, you may. So go ahead and grab a laptop. I'll make sure the homework's enabled.